This is the second part of a Level 2 Functional Skills Maths paper from Highfield. In this part you can use a calculator. Calculate 23% of 591. As you can use a calculator, I'll just go 23. So 23% is out of 100, because percent means out of 100, of the amount, which is 591. So 23 divided by 100 times 591, which is 135.93. A survey asked 380 customers if they were satisfied with their current phone network provider. Of those asked, 312 said yes. What percentage of the customers said no? Show your working and write the answer in the box below. So these are the ones that said yes out of 380. So if we do 380, take away 312, it gives us how many said no. So we need to take away 2 from the 0, which means we've got to borrow 1 from the 8. So the 8 becomes 7. 10 take away 2 gives us 8. 7 take away 1 gives us 6. 3 take away 3 is 0. So 68 is the difference, and you can check with the calculator, or you could have done this straight into a calculator. So we're looking to work this out as a percentage. So that is 68 out of the total number of customers, which is 380. So as you know, this fraction line means division. So in the calculator you'll do 68 divided by 380. Which gives us 0.178947 and so on. So to get this into percentage, again we need to multiply by 100, or just move the decimal point 2 places to the right here. Think of this as if it was money and you're looking for the pennies. So 17.89%, I'm going to say. Even if I said just 18%, should be fine. So 17.89 I'm going to put as the final answer. Show how you could check your answer to question 2. Show your working out in the box below. So how can we check the answer? If we work out 17.89% of 380, does it give us about 68? Let's just do that. So that was 17.89. So 17.89, that is percent, so out of 100 of 380. So using a calculator, doing 17.89 divided by 100 times 380 gives us 67.982, which is very close to the 68 that we input, because we rounded the percentage in the end. So that shows we've done the calculation correctly. It's a way of checking. Now we've got to calculate the circumference of this circle. Use pi equals 3.14. Show your working out and write the answer in the box below. So we've got to use the formula for the circumference of a circle, which is C equals 2 pi r or pi d, so whichever is applicable. In this case we're given the radius, which is 5 meters, so we're going to stick with this first one. So 2 lots of pi is 3.14 as we're told, and the radius is 5. So importing this into the calculator gives us 31.4 meters, because we input meters for the radius. Calculate the median of the following set of numbers: 234, 245, 224, 564, 435, 315, 654, 671. Show your working out and write the answer in the box below. So the median is about putting the numbers in order and finding the middle number. So let's start with the smallest. So we've got some of them in the 200s. So 224, 234, so 224 first, then 234, then we'll move into the 300, so 315, 345, 435, 564, 654, 671. So now let's just cross out one on each side so we can find the middle number. In this case it's 2 of them, so we're going to add together and divide by 2. So 345, add 435, so that's 10, 7, and the 1 is 8, 3 and 4 is 7, so 780 divided by 2. Again, you can do this straight into your calculator. How many 2's fit into 7? That is 3 of them, and we have 1 remaining. How many 2's into 18? That is 9, because 2 lots of 9 is exactly 18. How many 2's into 0? That is 0, so 390. Three corners of a rectangle are marked on the grid below. What are the coordinates of the fourth corner? Write the answer in the box below. So we've got these given so far. So the fourth point is going to go down like this, the line to make the point. So let's see, from this point, how did we get to this? So we're going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then to the left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll do the same. 8 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 7 left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that should be the fourth point. That's going to give us a rectangle. What are the coordinates? Looking at the x coordinate, that is -1, -2, -3, and the y1, so from -5 goes to -6. So -3, -6. Calculate the value of n where n is equal to 342 plus 82 squared divided by 4. Write the answer in the box below. So we've got to follow BIDMAS rules. Do we have brackets? No, we don't. Do we have indices? Yes, we do. That's the power. So I'm going to rewrite this as 342 plus 88 squared. So we've got to work that out first. So using a calculator, we do 88 times 88, and that gives us 7,744, and then divided by 4. So we've done the indices. Now we have addition and division. Which one do we do first? We do division first. So 342 plus, in the calculator we do 7,744 divided by 4, which is 1,936. So now adding 342 and 1,936 gives us 2,278. Speed equals distance divided by time. Calculate the speed when the distance is 15.8 miles and time is 2.4 hours. Round your answer to 2 decimal places. Show your working out and write the answer in the box below. So we've got to calculate the speed when we know that the distance is 15.8 miles and the time is 2.4 hours. So 15.8 divided by 2.4 gives us 6.5833. So 3 is recurring. We've got to give our answer rounded to 2 decimal places. So there is 1, 2. Looking at the 3 means we've got to round down. So we're going to keep this as 6.58 miles per hour. What is 18 out of 63 as a fraction? Simplify your answer. Show your working out and write the answer in the box below. So it's 18 out of 63. Okay, so we've got to simplify this. Can we divide both numbers by 2? No, we can't. 63 wouldn't divide by 2 to give us a whole number. Can we divide by 3? Yes, we can. So 18 can be divided by 3 to give us 6. 63 divided by 3 gives us 21. Can we go any further? Can we divide by 3 again? Yes. So 6 divided by 3 gives us 2. 21 divided by 3 gives us 7. So 2 7ths is the answer because we can't go any further. Scenario A. You work for Highfield Bank. This table shows the number of customers who use contactless payments. Complete the table. A customer aged over 30 years was chosen at random. What is the probability that the chosen customer uses contactless payments? Give your answer as a percentage. Show your working out and write the answer in the box below. So we'll first need to complete the table. We've got in the totals column, we've got 1,397 being those aged 30 years and under. Then we have the gap for those aged over 30 years, but we're given the total for both. So what we're going to do is take away the 1,397 from the 1,854 to work out this. And that is 457. Now, since we know 457 is the total for all those aged over 30 years, we're given those who use contactless payments being 337. So to work out those who do not use contactless payments and are aged over 30 years, we're gonna do 457, which is the total for that row, take away 337, that is 120. So now to work out this missing number here, the total for those who do not use contactless payments, we're going to add 446 and 120. Which is 566. So we filled the table. So now we're told that a customer aged over 30 years was chosen at random. So we're looking at customers aged over 30 years, not those 30 and under. So these are the only ones we're focusing on. So out of all of them who are over 30, what is the probability that the chosen customer uses contactless payments? So that's 337 of them who use contactless payments. So what we're going to do is 337 out of 457. So using a calculator, 337 divided by 457 gives us 0.73747 and so on. We're going to give our answer as a percentage. So again, looking and focusing on the first two digits after the decimal point. So this is 73.74. Or you could just round it to 74% and it's all going to be fine, because it's not specified to what degree you need to round the percentage. The bank receives lots of telephone inquiries and your manager is looking at your call statistics. The table below shows the number of calls you have answered today and the duration of each call. Estimate the mean length of the calls you receive. Round your answer to the nearest whole minute. Show your working out and write the answer in the box below. So we've got length of call up to 10 minutes. So that should be from 0 to 10. So halfway through that would be 5. The midpoint is 5. Frequency is 6. So 5 times 6 gives us 30. Now we've got more than 10 minutes to 20 minutes. So halfway through that will be 15. and we'll multiply that by 8, which is 120. More than 20 minutes to 30 minutes, so that is 25. The midpoint times 2 gives us 50. More than 30 minutes to 40 minutes, so 35 times 15 gives us 525. More than 40 minutes to 50, so 45 times 9 gives us 405. More than 50 minutes to 60 minutes, that is 55, times 4 is 220. So let's add all of these together now. 5 and 5 is 10, so 0 down, 1 is carried over. 3 and 2 is 5, and the 5 is 10. 12, 14, and the 1 is 15. So 5 down, 1 carried over. 5 and 4 is 9, and the 1 is 10. 12, 13. Again, you can do this straight into a calculator, because this is a calculator paper. So 8 and 2, I'm going to pair these up to make tens. So 6 and 4, 10. 8 and 2 is 10, so that is 20 already. 20, 35, and the 9 gives us 44. So 1,350, if I divide that by 44, gives me 30.681818, and so on. So 18 is recurring, or 81 is recurring in fact. So that is, what unit is that? It's minutes, because we input minutes. And we've got to round our answer to the nearest whole minute. So that's 30.6. So that means we're going to go to 31, rounding up. And that's the final answer. A customer wants to take out a personal loan of £1,500. They will complete repayments at the end of 6 months, which is 182 days. The bank offers the following 3 options. Option A, at the end of the 6 months, pay back £1,500 plus 8p per day for each £500 borrowed. Option B, at the end of the 6 months, pay back £1,500 plus 2.7% interest. Option C, at the end of the 6 months, pay back £1,500 plus a monthly repayment amount of 0.5% of the total amount borrowed. Which loan option is the cheapest? Show your working out and write your answer in the box below. So let's look at option A. So it says at the end of the 6 months, pay back £1,500 plus 8p per day for each £500 borrowed. So for each £500, and there are 1,500, so it's 3 of them. So 8p per day, so that's 0.08 written as pounds, times how many days are there? It's 182 days. And as I said, it's 3 lots of 500 into £1,500. So we're going to multiply it by 3 as well. And that gives us £43.68. Looking at option B, it says at the end of the 6 months, pay back £1,500 plus 2.7% interest. So we're looking at 2.7%, so that's 2.7 out of 100 of the amount, which is £1,500 pounds. So in the calculator you do 2.7 divided by 100 times 1,500, and that gives us £40.50. Now let's look at option C. It says at the end of the 6 months pay back £1,500 plus a monthly repayment amount of 0.5% of the total amount borrowed. So practically you'll pay 0.5% of the 1,500 each month. So 0.5% per month, and there are 6 months, so that will be 3% in total, because 0.5 and 0.5 is 1, add 0.5 and 0.5 and 0.5 and 0.5, so that makes 3% in total, 6 lots of 0.5 in other words. So that gives us 3%. Right away that is 3%, and that's higher than the 2.7%, but anyway we'll work it out. So that is 3%, so 3 out of 100 times 1,500, which is £45. So all of these would have to be paid on top of the 1,500, so no difference there. That's why we didn't add the 1,500 on top of each of them. We can compare them this way. So which one is the cheapest? And that is option B, as you can see, because it's only £40.50. Highfield Bank records a profit in pounds made over the previous 2 years. What is the percentage increase in the mean quarterly profit from 2017 to 2018? Show your working out and write the answer in the box below. So we're looking at the percentage increase in the mean quarterly profit. So we're going to work out the mean for 2017 and the mean for 2018 and work out the percentage increase. So adding all of these numbers for 2017 gives us 2,750,000. Now we're going to divide that by 4, as it's 4 quarters, which gives us 687. So 687,500. Adding all of the numbers for 2018, we get 3,250,000. So we're going to divide that again by 4, and it gives us 812,500. As you can see, there is an increase from 2017 to 2018, so we're going to work out that increase. So 812,500 take away 687,500 gives us 125,000 being the difference. So that's the increase. So we're going to work it out as a percentage now. So that is the increase out of the original number, which was this one. So the original is the previous, the one that we start with, and that's 2017 here, and it's gone then into 2018, but again that's the number we work with, 687,500. 0.7500. So doing the division gives us 0.1818 and so on. So as a percentage, which is like multiplying by 100, the decimal that we've got, is about 18.18%. Or you could just say just 18%, because we're not given what degree to round to in the question. Scenario B. You work for Highfield Ground Maintenance. The table below shows how much Highfield Ground Maintenance pays its staff. Last week you worked 7.5 hours each day on Monday to Friday, 4 hours on Saturday and 3 hours on Sunday. The hourly rate is £8.90. Each week your employer deducts 20% to pay your tax. How much did you earn last week after tax? Show your working out and write the answers in the box below. Okay, so we've got different rates for different days. So we're going to have to split this into different parts. So last week you worked 7.5 hours each day on Monday to Friday. So 5 days, that is, times 7.5, which is 37.5 hours. And it says hourly rate here, which is £8.90. So 37.5 times the £8.90 gives us £333.75. So that's for the weekdays, Monday to Friday. But we've got also Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday, 4 hours. And for Saturday we're told hourly rate times 1.25. So hourly rate is £8.90. We're going to multiply that by 1.25. 1.25 is a decimal, that is 1.25. Because a quarter is 0.25. So again, using the calculator, gives us £44.50. Sunday, we've got 3 hours, so 3 times double hourly rate. So it's like £8.90 times 2, which gives us £53.40. Now we've got to deduct 20% tax. So if we add all of these together first, that is £333.75, £44.50, £53.40, all in total will give us £431.65. Now we need to work out 20% of that, so 20%, that's 20 out of 100 of the amount, which is £431.65, gives us £86.33. And the question is, how much did you earn last week after tax? So we're going to take away the £86.33 from the £431.65, which gives us £345.32. You have a job to decorate a local roundabout with a pattern of flowers. The roundabout is a circle with a radius of 5.5 meters. So 5.5 meters is the radius. You have to completely fill the circular space with flowers. You can plant 30 flowers per square meter of space. You need 3 times as many red flowers as yellow flowers. How many red flowers will you plant? Show you working out and write your answer in the box below. So as you will have to completely fill the circular space, it means you've got to work out the area. So let's do that. Area of a circle is pi r squared. So we'll use pi as 3.14 times the radius is 5.5 squared. You could do 5.5 times 5.5 in the calculator if you like. So that gives us, when multiplied by 3.4, 94.985 square meters. So it's 30 flowers per square meter. So 30 times 94.985 gives us 2,849.55. Now that is flowers, and you can't have parts of a flower, so we're going to round this to 2,850. So that's how many flowers in total. But we're told you need 3 times as many red flowers as yellow flowers. So red, yellow, you need 3 times as many red as yellow. So ratio is 3 to 1. And that is 4 in total. 3 and 1 makes 4. If we want to plant 2,850, okay, so what have we done to 4 to get to 2,850? What have we multiplied by? And we can reverse that by doing 2,850 divided by 4, which is 712.5. So if we do this on the other side, so multiplying 3 by 712.5 gives us 2,137.5 red flowers. Your manager has asked you to unload some boxes from a delivery and put them in the storage yard. There are 3 different sized boxes. Which box has the largest volume? Show your working out and write your answers in the box below. So we've got box A, B and C with different dimensions, length, width, height and weight. We need to work out the volume, so we're going to have to ignore the weight. We don't need the weight. So multiplying length by width by height should give us the volume for each box. We just need to make sure we've got the same unit for all the different dimensions. So we've got length being 40 centimeters, width 25 for box A, whereas height is 1 meter. So as we have only got height in meters and the rest in centimeters, I'm going to convert these into centimeters rather than the other way around. So 1 meter, that is 100 centimeters. Centi, like in a century, 100 years, 100 cents in a euro. That should help you remember. So there are 100 centimeters in a meter. 0.8 meters, that is 80 centimeters, so that's less than a meter. 0.9, that is 90 centimeters. So now I can just multiply to work out the volume of box A. I'm going to go 40 times 25 times 100, which is 100,000 cubic centimeters. The volume of box B, 35 times 30 times 80, which is 84,000 cubic centimeters. Volume of box C is 38 times 28 times 90, which gives us 95,760 cubic centimeters. So as we can see, the largest volume is that of box A. The delivery arrives on a pallet which contains 8 boxes, either A, B or C, from the table above. The pallet weighs 5 kilograms. For deliveries up to 30 kilograms, you use a trolley. For deliveries over 30 kilograms, you use a forklift. Using the table above, will you use the trolley or the forklift to unload the delivery? Show your working out and write your answer in the box below. Okay, so it's going to be 8 boxes, and we don't know whether it's going to be A, B or C. So we could assume it's the heaviest, just to calculate this, to work out what is needed. So the heaviest of them 3 is this one with 3.1 kilograms. So we're going to multiply 8 by 3.1, and that is 24.8 kilograms. The pallet itself weighs 5 kilograms, so if we add 5 to that, gives us 29.8 kilograms, which is less than 30. So the rest of the boxes, they weigh less, so this is the maximum basically, and the maximum is under 30. So using a trolley, that's the decision. And this is the end of the paper.